Top 10 most unforgettable moments in Olympic history. These are the iconic Games moments that will never be forgotten, from athletes who have inspired their nation with historic slews of Olympic medals to those who simultaneously broke records and cultural stigma, inspiring generations of people to dream large. Number 10. Owens emerged as the most accomplished athlete at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. African-American athlete who competed in the long jump, relay, and running events. Owens was the most successful athlete at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. However, his accomplishments extended far beyond the realm of sports. His performance was history-making as he set an Olympic record in the 100-meter final, finished ahead of his competitors by a significant margin, and then set his second Olympic record in the 200-meter final shortly after. He then placed third in the long jump final and fourth in the 100-meter relay, where he ran the first leg for the U.S. team, establishing a strong lead for his teammates. Nevertheless, the 1936 Games were rendered significantly more significant by the fact that they were conducted under the Nazi regime. Hitler's objective was to utilize the Olympics as a platform to demonstrate the predominance of the Aryan race and to advance the regime's racist ideologies. Owens' extraordinary athletic accomplishments and exceptional performance served as a potent counter-narrative to a period in history that was so bleak and characterized by racial discrimination. Number 9. At the 1968 Mexico City Olympics, Tommie Smith and John Carlos raised a Black Power salute. When the civil rights movement was at its most critical juncture in 1968, U.S. athletes Tommie Smith and John Carlos raised a potent symbol of racial equality and justice on the podium of the Mexico City Olympics. The duo, along with Australian silver medalist Peter Norman, ascended the podium after Smith established a world record in the 200 meters final and Carlos secured bronze in the same event. Smith and Carlos, in a gesture known as the Black Power salute, raised a black-gloved fist in the air during the U.S. national anthem as a symbol of solidarity with the movement and protest against racial inequality, inspired by the mission of the Olympic Project for Human Rights, which was established in 1967. Smith raised his right hand first, symbolizing black authority in America, while Carlos raised his left hand, symbolizing unity in Black America. Smith and Carlos were both expelled from the Olympics by the International Olympic Committee for their actions. However, their courageous protest is considered one of the most significant moments in the global struggle for civil rights in sports. Number 8. Spitz won 7 gold medals in 8 days at the 1972 Munich Olympics. Spitz, an American swimmer, achieved an unprecedented achievement at the 1972 Munich Olympics by winning 7 gold medals and setting 7 corresponding records in a mere 8 days. Spitz achieved the distinction of being the most decorated Olympian in the Games' history by establishing a world record in each of the races in which he competed. This title was his for decades, until 2008, further discussion to follow. He was the most dominant swimmer in the following events: the 100-meter butterfly, 200-meter butterfly, 100-meter freestyle, 100-meter freestyle relay, 200-meter freestyle, 200-meter freestyle relay, and 100-meter medley relay swimming butterfly. Number 7. At the 1976 Montreal Olympics, Nadia Comaneci achieved the distinction of being the first Olympic gymnast to achieve a perfect score. Nadia Comaneci, a Romanian gymnast, achieved a groundbreaking feat at the age of 14 by becoming the first Olympian to obtain a perfect score of 10.00. Having made a reputation for herself at the 1975 European Championships, the teenager proceeded to make history at the 1976 Montreal Games. Comaneci achieved the first 10.00 Olympic score in history on July 18, 1976, by performing a flawless routine in the uneven bars category. The scoreboard, which had not yet been programmed to display 10, initially displayed 1.00 before the announcer corrected it. She subsequently achieved 6 additional 10s in the balance beam in 4 events, resulting in 3 gold medals, a silver, and a bronze. Number 6. Cathy Freeman takes the 400 meters gold medal at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. This occasion is unforgettable for any Australian who was present at the time. The 2000 Olympics were already a significant event for the nation due to its location in Sydney. However, the capture of the gold medal by sprinter Cathy Freeman in the 400 meters was one of the most significant sporting moments in the history of Australia and Indigenous Australian athletes in the sport as a whole. The Kikumialangi athlete was already one of the world's best 400-meter runners and had won gold at the Commonwealth Games and World Championships by the time the Olympics rolled around. However, the cultural significance of winning at home, representing Australia and our First Nations people, and becoming the first Indigenous Australian to win individual gold at the prestigious sporting event was astronomical in terms of recognition and reconciliation. Number 5. Michael Phelps achieves the distinction of being the most decorated Olympian in history at the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Michael Phelps, the renowned American swimmer, succeeded Mark Spitz as the most decorated Olympian in history at the 2008 Beijing Olympics. He has maintained this distinction to this day. Phelps achieved 8 gold medals at the Beijing Games, establishing 7 world records and 1 Olympic record, in addition to winning 6 gold medals and 2 bronze medals and setting world records in his respective categories at the 2004 Athens Olympics. Although Phelps retired following the 2016 Rio Games, he remains the most successful Olympian of all time, having earned a total of 28 medals throughout his career, including 23 gold, 3 silver, and 2 bronze. Number 4. At the 2008 Beijing Olympics, Usain Bolt establishes a new world record as the quickest sprinter in Olympic history. Usain Bolt, the world's quickest man, is a name that is universally recognized. However, you recall the process by which the renowned sprinter acquired this extraordinary title? Bolt achieved a new world record of 9.69 seconds in the 100 meters at the 2008 Beijing Olympics, where he earned the gold medal. It is a well-known fact that the sprinter began celebrating his definitive victory before he had even crossed the finish line, as did his proud and sportsmanlike competitors. A few days later, Bolt broke Michael Johnson's 12-year-old world record in the 200-meter final, becoming the first athlete to ever break the 100 and 200-meter world records at the same Olympics. Bolt achieved the distinction of being the quickest man in the world by defying conventional wisdom and, in essence, physics. This title is still held by the Lightning Bolt posing champion. Number 3. The 2012 London Olympics are the first to feature female athletes in every sport. The 2012 London Olympics were a cause for celebration for female athletes worldwide, as they were the first games to feature women in every discipline, even though it took an excessive amount of time. It was a significant advancement in the precedent of gender equality at the Games that we have come to know today, the result of decades of feminist advocacy and efforts to integrate women into all Olympic categories. Number 2. At the 2016 Rio Olympics, Simone Biles became the most decorated Olympic gymnast in the United States. Simone Biles, a renowned and adored American athlete, achieved the distinction of being the most decorated Olympic gymnast in history at the age of 19 through her groundbreaking routines and exceptional performances. It was the most dominant and successful gymnastics performance the Games had ever seen, with 4 gold medals and 1 bronze medal, which is equal second in terms of the most ever won by an American female Olympian. There are now 2 gymnastics techniques named after her. From her flawless vault execution to her crowd-favorite floor routine and her team's gold medal triumph with a margin of over 8 points, the largest margin of victory in Olympic team gymnastics, Biles quickly established herself as the global face of the 2016 event. Number 1. Emma McKeon becomes the most decorated Olympian in the annals of Australia at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Australia had a significant reason to rejoice at the most recent Olympic Games. Emma McKeon, a 27-year-old Australian swimmer, emerged from the 2020 Tokyo Games with 7 medals around her neck. She thereby became the most decorated Olympian in history, displacing swimmer Ian Thorpe, who had held the record for the most medals won at a single Games, with 6 since 2004. McKeon's historic accomplishments included dominating the podium left, right, and center, as well as setting an Olympic record in the 100-meter freestyle and securing 4 gold and 3 silver medals. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment below to let us know what you think.